Okay, that was weird. Looks like we have just 2 people in so far. Okay.
Hi.
Alright, let's see. We have Enrique. Very
Hi,
good.
how are you?
Doing great. As a reminder, everybody, please mute your microphone. Mr. Sam, I'm going to mute you just for the moment, only because I cannot, you have a lot of background noise. Hi there, how are you doing, Edouard? Yacid Rodriguez? Mr. Rodriguez, can you hear me? Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I apologize, guys. You'll have to cooperate with me today. My voice is gone because I have a cold, so, yeah. You're going to have to be a little kind to me today because my voice is not as strong as it normally is. As a reminder, if I hear any loud background noise out of respect, I'm gonna go ahead and mute you until it's time for you to speak, or if you want to share, okay? Alright, wonderful. Looks like we're getting started here then. I'll wait just a little bit longer for the class to fill up, and then we will begin. Alright. Brenda, you sound so happy that that my voice is quiet. It's almost like you're excited that I cannot talk over you.
Why you say that?
I'm just teasing you. Relax.
You always fight with me.
Oh, let's see. We have... Okay, looks like we're just about ready to begin. Okay. Alright. Alright, let me go ahead and begin. If I muted you, don't worry. It just means that there's some background noise and we couldn't hear each other very well. For those of you who have not been to one of my classes before, it's wonderful to see you. My name is Matthew. I'm a teacher here in Verbling, and I'm from originally the state of Texas in the United States. So it's, again, wonderful to see everybody today. Thank you that you could make it here. I apologize if my voice is not as strong as it normally is. I'm a little sick, but we're going to power through. Just like when I was a school teacher, my first year, your first year teaching, Brenda, you want to be a teacher, that's correct, right?
Yes.
Your first year as a school teacher, I will warn you now, you are going to get sick all the time. Yes, because your immune system is not accustomed to being around children all the time. So even if you're teaching middle school and high school kids, they're going to make you ill very often your first year. I was sick at least twice a month my first year. It's normal.
But if you say that, I also have to add my allergy. So probably I'm not gonna be in a lot of time.
Maybe your first year it will be difficult in many different ways. It will challenge you in your teaching method because kids are a little crazy your first year because you don't know how to manage a class. It'll be a little difficult because you're going to be nervous. It's also going to be a little difficult for you because yeah, the kids are going to make you sick. Unfortunately, I wish it's not true, but it kind of is. I'm sorry.
But we make our practice or teaching in
Mm-hmm.
third and fourth year.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's called student teaching. Yes.
wow, I'm going to be in trouble.
Ah, it's not in trouble. It's normal. It's very normal. Let's see. We have Vivi is in the chat room. It's great to see you. Okay. I am hearing some very loud sound. I'm going to go ahead and just try and check out who it is. Okay. I'm just going around right now to try and determine who. There we go. Okay. Enrique, there's some background noise on your microphone. Could you check it? I'm just going to keep you a little muted until now. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We have a full class. For those of you who haven't had me before, again, my name is Matthew. You'll have to forgive my voice. I'm a little ill. It's great to have you here today. Today we're doing conversations, and our topic for today, originally I was going to do a business class, but I decided to change it up a little bit. I decided for our conversation today, I wanted to return to a topic that I've talked about, that I've taught before, and I always find very interesting. I would like to, if you'll look in the Verbling chat, talk about scary stories. It's one of my favorite topics, actually. When I was a little kid, I used to read scary stories actually before I would go to bed, and I could sleep very easily. Um, I would read these stories before bedtime, and they would help me go to sleep. So maybe I'm a little strange because um, the bedtime stories actually relaxed. The scary stories actually relaxed me. So what we're going to do from right to left, I'm going to introduce each person in the class, and each person's going to say your name, your country, and tell us one thing that you are afraid of. So I'm going to write your name, your country, and one thing that you're afraid of. Right? One thing that you're afraid of. So who wants to go ahead and start? That will be Miss Vivi Servin. Oh, Vivi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wonderful. And what country are you from?
I'm from Paraguay.
Paraguay. Wonderful. Oh, wow. It's the first Paraguayan. Normally we have so many Argentinians and Brazilians and Chileans, but not anybody from Paraguay. So it's wonderful to have you today. Which are you from? La Paz? Or no, wait, that's Uruguay. Which city are you originally from?
I live in Ciudad del Este, near of Brazil.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yes.
So very close to Brazil. My goodness. Your country's rival. Dun dun dun. Okay. Okay. And so what is one thing that you're afraid of?
Afraid of is. No. What means? Sorry.
Fear. Let me think. I forget how to say in Spanish. Brenda,
Miedo.
¿cómo se dice en español?
Miedo.
Miedo.
Oh,
Okay.
miedo.
I don't like the dark.
Oh, you don't like the dark?
No.
Oh, really? So you don't
Really?
like the dark at all, huh? So the dark is scary to you? Am I scary now? What do you
No,
think?
no, because your webcam is working and there is like
How about now?
hold on.
Oh,
It's very bad.
be afraid. I think I'm going to keep the lights off because it's such a good atmosphere for today's topic. And I look like a skeleton.
But take care because the zombie can be in your closet. Take care, please.
There's a there's a zombie in my closet, maybe. Maybe that it's
Maybe.
wonderful. It's wonderful to have you, Vivian. Let's see who's next. Newman, Mr. Garcia, are you there? Newman, come on, talk today. I know you like to listen, but I also want you to talk. Is Newman talking in the chat? I'm gonna check. Newman, are you talking in the chat room like you normally do? I wonder. I'm going to check. I see we have Julio, who's from Peru. We have Brenda, who is laughing at people. We have a lot of different people here. Julio says hello, Matt. There's Bermil. Okay. So, okay, we'll go ahead and move on then, Newman. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to make you talk in a little bit. Mr. Dorado, how are you? It's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm fine.
How are you today? Wonderful?
Yes.
Okay. Leoneltha, would you mind telling us what is your country and what is one thing that you are afraid of?
I'm from Colombia and I am afraid of the hell.
You're afraid of hell?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you ever read a book called, oh, I can't even read my keyboard now. Shoot. Hold on. Did you ever read a book called Dante's Inferno?
No.
It's a very old traditional book about, how to say, it's a man visiting all the different levels of hell, and it's really scary. When I was a high school student, we were required to read it, so I was always a little afraid, right? Oh, it's wonderful to have you here, and we have Karim Adel.
Karim, yes.
Karim, are you there?
Yes.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Karim.
Can you hear me?
Karim, wonderful. Where are you from, sir?
I am
Yes,
from
where are
Egypt.
you from, sir? Yes, where are you from, sir?
Egypt.
Oh, which city in Egypt? Alexandria, Cairo, Memphis?
No, it's called Port Said. Port Said. It's a small town.
Oh,
I think
wonderful. I think we have a connection issue. So I'm just gonna ask you, and then I will wait for your reply. So, what is one thing that you're afraid of?
I used to be afraid from the dark, but that is gone now. I mean, and now it's the little insects that I can't see. It's the most thing that makes fear. The things that you can't see, you become a greater fear.
I
for
think
my
you're right.
betting.
You're afraid of things you can't see. It's wonderful to have you here, sir. Thank you for joining us. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on. Enrique, are you here? Enrique? Enrique, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Oh, hello.
All right. So where are you from, Enrique?
I'm from Brazil,
Oh, which city?
in Belo Horizonte.
Oh, wonderful.
But
And
now I'm living in America, in
Ooh.
New York.
New York City?
Yes, yes,
Fantastic. I think it's so cold right now in New York.
yes, yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But maybe, is it snowing?
No, no.
Ooh.
I have been living here for a month,
Oh,
and in this time I I see one day, I saw one day, there's no wind.
you saw one day and there's, wow. That's, I think it's a little, I think the weather in New York is a little extreme right now, compared to Brazil.
Yes.
Yes, and are you there for work?
Yes, my wife was transferred to New York, and I I'm here with her.
Ah, wonderful.
Did you understand?
Yes, your wife was
Yeah.
transferred to an office in New York, and you're with her now.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Ooh, wonderful. What company does your wife work for?
She's worked for a company for technology, information technology.
Oh, wonderful. And what is one thing that you're afraid of?
I'm afraid of highest places, like highest buildings, highest towers, highest.
Oh. I think New York must be so difficult for you then.
Yeah, yeah. I avoided to stay in this place, but in New York, I need to go to this place for
Yes.
visit and for do a lot of things. You need to stay in this place.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Welcome. Oh, right. And I see Hassam, are you there?
Yes, hi everyone.
Hi, how are you, Hass?
I'm fine, thanks, sir.
So where are you from?
I'm Has. I'm originally from Syria, but now I'm living in Malaysia.
What brings you to Malaysia? The conflict?
Actually, I'm a medical student, and
Wonderful.
because of the conflicts, I had to come here and do a step 1 exam. You know.
Well, I'm definitely... Eileen, let's not mute people while they're talking. Okay, are you there again, Haas?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, guys, as a reminder, if somebody's speaking, please don't mute them. It's their opportunity to speak. It's a little rude, so let's be respectful. All right, Haas. So, you're in Malaysia right now, which I'm very grateful for. Thank God that you're okay. Actually, are you in Kuala Lumpur?
Yes, I'm
A dear friend of mine is from Kuala Lumpur. I think it is such a beautiful city. You're very fortunate to be there now.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city, beautiful weather. You know, it's hot sometimes, then it rains. You know, different weather.
Yes, I think it's such a wonderful country. I'm happy you're there. What is one thing that scares you?
Actually, after watching you, I'm afraid of getting cold.
You're afraid of getting a cold? I think, well, you're a medical student, so you should look at me right now and think, well, he looks like maybe he has congestion in his nose and maybe a small fever, and his throat is maybe sore. I think
bit of a headache.
Yeah, actually, correct. Wow, wow, you're my doctor. I'm a little scared.
Hope that you'll get better soon.
Thank you very much. I hope so. It's great to have you here, Haas.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next person. We have Fawaz. Are you there? Mr. Al-Badani?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Where are you from, sir? Are you also from Syria?
No, I am from Yemen. Have you heard of Yemen?
Of course. Are you from Sana'a?
It's a small town beside Sana'a. It's called Ib City.
Ib City, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. And how is your family now? With, of course, Yemen was recently having a conflict as well.
Yeah. We are fine. Thank you.
Wonderful, happy to hear that. And I want to ask you, what is one thing that you're afraid of?
I think snakes.
Snakes?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my mother is also afraid of snakes.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was a little boy, I used to buy the plastic snake and I would put it under my mother's bed, her pillow.
Oh. I'm afraid of the
She-
snakes, even the tiny ones.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I always wanted a pet snake, but my mother refused. She's like, no, it's terrible, it's terrible. But I don't think it's terrible. I disagree with her.
Mm.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Let's welcome.
Thank you,
No
sir.
problem. Brenda, are you there?
Yes.
Brenda, so tell us, of course, we know you are from Argentina, not Colombia, Argentina.
Oh.
I caught myself this time. I'm getting better. Okay, Brenda, what is just one thing that you are afraid of?
Rats.
Rats?
Yes, I have this irrational fear on rats.
Irrational. Yes, you have an irrational phobia. I'm going to type it. An irrational phobia of rats. Ooh. Is there a reason? Is there a story behind that?
I don't know. I get crazy when I see one. I start to screaming and I don't realize how I'm acting at that moment.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
That sounds kind of cool. Maybe I should consider to send you a birthday present, like a
No,
pet rat or a
don't.
plastic rat.
But you don't understand. It's just that watch a picture. Look a picture of a rat. It gives me chills on me.
Oh, really? 1 second. I'm gonna find
No,
one.
don't do it.
Okay,
Don't do it
okay.
because I'm going to have nightmares. That's
Okay.
how big my fear.
You blamed me for your nightmares last time anyway, so I will not take part. I promise.
Thank you, Matthew.
De nada. No problem. So that leaves us with Miss Eileen Arias. How are you, Eileen?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Wonderful. And what country are you from?
I come from Chile.
¿Qué ciudad? Santiago?
No, I don't live there. I live in the south of Chile.
Oh, wait, Tierra del Fuego?
No, that's in Temuco. Temuco, which is in the middle of the southern.
Oh, I became excited because I thought you lived next to Antarctica. I was going to be so surprised.
No, but I would love to be there in Antarctica.
Yes,
It's such a nice place.
I think it's one of the coldest places on Earth, but actually, I believe, am I correct? In Chile has a town in almost a city, almost in Antarctica. Am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct. But just for 40 people live there,
Oh.
like just and everyone are foreign people because they are scientists or yeah, all the population are scientific because they are doing some research about the Antarctica territory.
Wow, 40 very brave people, I think.
Because it is the coldest place in Chile,
Ooh.
and it's so, I don't know. Well, they need a lot of courage to do it.
Well, speaking of courage, you have to tell us, what is one thing that you're afraid of?
Oh, now I'm afraid to fail in my thesis exam, my last exam in the
Oh.
university.
Are you a master's degree student?
No, I'm a pre-graduated student.
Undergraduate.
Undergraduate.
You're
Yeah.
finishing your bachelor's degree.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
So I have to be good because I'm doing my last year for the second time, so I don't I don't have to lose it. So
Ah,
that's
and
why
you
I'm so afraid about it.
and you have if I could ask, you have a what is your major or field of study?
What I'm studying? That's you
Yeah.
are asking. I'm studying art.
Oh, wow. So you're going to be an artist.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
Because it's something the people have to say, not me. Okay? Do you
Okay.
understand?
Yes, I
Maybe
understand.
sometimes say that, yeah, Eileen, you are an artist because you make some shows and exhibitions and all this stuff, but I don't consider it myself like an artist,
What do you consider yourself?
like student.
Oh,
Student.
okay.
Well, a student. I think I'll be like a student for a long time.
Well, that's a wonderful way to look at it. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Your fear is something I appreciate very well. When I was finishing my bachelor's degree, I was so scared of the final exam. I was shaking when I went to go take it, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and it was worse in graduate school. When I was in graduate school, of course, you have to write for a master's degree. You have to
Yeah.
write a huge, gigantic research thesis, and you have to defend your thesis in front of 5 professors, and
Oh, no,
their
I
job.
hate that.
Yeah,
Well, in my university, you have to do a thesis.
yeah.
So that's what it's my exam about. Okay,
Mhm.
so, but I know that I did it well, but I have my own doubts about it.
Well, we'll
It's
find
like
out.
I'm going to be nervous because
But that's okay. It's normal. It's normal to feel that way.
yeah,
So
I know.
hopefully your fear is, like Brenda says, is an irrational phobia. Hopefully. Okay, guys. So
Yeah, it's irrational.
wonderful to have everybody here. I guess it's my turn to share a phobia. Okay, no problem. My phobia. I am terrified, and Brenda's not allowed to make fun of me, even though she already knows. I am scared of clowns. I don't.
Clowns.
I am. You,
What happened to you?
why?
Come on, it's the music, not the clown.
Why? Brenda, why do you have to be so mean to me? Yes, she's
That is the circus music. It's different.
No, because I can imagine the clown. Like,
Oh,
I am.
so it's like it's the same. You feel the same as me when I see the picture of the rat. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I feel bad now.
Yeah, I feel a little bad too. Guys, I'm a little terrified of actually I'm a little terrified of clowns. Vivi, I see you're about to leave, so I'm going to tell a story. There's this movie called do you guys know the scary movie Eso or It?
Yeah, I saw
Yes.
this movie. It's horrible.
It ruined clowns for me because I saw it when I was 4 years old. And ever since then, I have this fear or I am terrified of clowns. So it's terrible. I can't be around. I can't be
You
with.
just can't say it.
Exactly, that's right, honey. I'm imagining the bad guy in the movie it. Like, okay, I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna show you guys a video clip from that movie. Are you guys ready? You're not allowed to.
No.
You're not allowed to make fun of my
Yeah.
reaction. You're not allowed to make fun of my face. Okay? Don't get excited. You guys are gonna be mean. I can tell, but it's okay.
Guys, this is not funny.
They.
I want to see your expression.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. You're not allowed to make fun of me. Okay, so this is the scene in the movie where the clown is telling the little boy to come down into the water with him. Here we go.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, here we go, guys. Just watch.
Hi, Georgie.
Oh, that's scary.
Don't you want to
Whoa, it's like he's in the room with me. It's scary on the video.
very wise of you, Dad, Georgie?
Oh.
Very wise indeed. Hi, Georgie. Very wise.
Do you believe in clowns like this?
You are Georgie.
I'm trying not to.
So now we know each other.
Because
I'm-
these
I'm-
clowns say that if you
We are with
believe,
you, Matthew.
it's
Be
going
brave.
to be real.
I'm not, and I'm not even faking. This is
Come
how I
on,
really
guys.
feel right now.
Clowns meant to make people fun. I mean, to make people happy and something like that. That I mean,
Want it, don't you, Georgie?
Guys, this.
Of course you do.
Oh, and this is the famous phrase he says.
All sorts of surprises down here. And blue. All colors. Oh,
Yes,
Ready?
that float.
Ready? When you're down here with me, you float too!
Okay. That's,
priceless. Priceless.
okay. I'm okay.
Actually, I like clowns, and the favorite one for me is Joker, because he's
Oh.
an epic one.
He's that Batman's main enemy.
Yep. The most beautiful one, I mean, is the man who was in the Dark Knight, right? The Dark Knight.
Oh, of course, Heath Ledger's Joker. Vivi is telling me respire. That means breathe. Breathe, Matthew. Drink water. Okay. Where's my water? I'm okay. I'm okay. Here we go. Okay, I don't have water, but I have coffee. Perfect.
Don't drink coffee.
Mmm.
Water.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah,
just relax, please.
yeah. Of course, it's but a phobia. We say a phobia. That means an irrational fear. Phobias don't have to make sense. For me, I know as an adult that this kind of animal or this kind of creature or monster doesn't exist, and I know regular clowns are just normal people. But even though I feel that way, the power of my childhood memories are so strong that I still cannot stand to watch that film. My parents always tease me that they're going to buy me the DVD for that movie as a gift. It's a little too much for me. So I want to explore our fears and phobias while we're in here today. I think that's an interesting topic. So, Vivi, I know that you may have to leave a little soon, so I wanted to ask you, in your mind, what is your where do you think is the source of your fear?
About
Yeah, for the source of your fear, uh, your fears. What do you think is the reason that you have your fears?
I don't know already. Maybe when I was baby, I don't know. I really doesn't know. Just I can be in the dark. I can be just when I close my eyes and there isn't light, I come to be come on,
That's
like
why.
this.
That's why I turned.
Really.
That's why I turned the light on right now. Mostly because I was a little scared.
If you listen to metal music, I can help you to go on through this.
Metal music?
Yep. I passed that phobia with a song in metal for
Oh.
Iron Maiden.
You used Iron Maiden rock music to help you conquer your fear? That's kind of cool,
Yep.
actually. That's kind of cool, truth be
The
told.
song called Fear of Dark, if you know it.
Oh, Fear of the Dark? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That one was
That's how you conquered your fear of the dark? Wow, Vivi should try that. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. So, yeah. So, I think that's I think that's actually a good point. Well, does anybody have a suggestion how I can overcome my fear of clowns? Because it's been 20 years and I'm still scared of clowns. How do you think I can overcome my fear?
Maybe you should dress like a clown.
What?
You should dress like a clown.
So why should I dress like a clown? I should dress. I should dress like the thing. Whoa! What does Fawaz say?
Custom is okay. The word. I don't know.
So
Not
Fawaz.
with me. I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think in my head. So I should become the thing that I'm afraid of.
Yes.
That's kind of interesting. And Fawaz, he says that I should get a clown to come to my home and live with him for a week. Hassam seems to agree. Meet a clown personally. Meet a clown
I agree
personally.
with Hassam too.
I think so. Marquez in the Verbling chat says there's no point to be afraid of clowns. I know, Marquez, but it doesn't change the fact that I have this irrational fear. Leoneth just says, ha 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 ha. I will remember that, Leoneth. I will remember that very much. And then, but I mean, I think it's interesting that most of our fears resulted from when we are children. If you think about it, most of our deepest fears come from when we were little kids. Why do you think? Anybody can answer. Why do you think that happens?
Because maybe at this time you had a bad experience about it. Maybe you with clowns, or maybe someone else with the dark, or I don't know, with dogs. And when you have it, then it repeats in future when you are a grown-up person, right?
I think that may be true, that the earliest memories of childhood are so powerful that it influences you as an adult.
Yeah, of course. That's what I tried to say.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. Anybody else have any ideas? Leoneth, what do you think, Miss Dorado? Or Haas, does anybody else have an idea about why all of our fears come from when we're children? Yes?
Maybe.
Go ahead, Haas.
When we're children, we mix between reality and imagination.
Oh, as children, you have a mix. We cannot understand the difference between. I'm going to write it in the chat. Between reality and imagination. Right. So we have trouble understanding the difference between reality and imagination. Karim says that that's a good thought. We have a phrase in American English that we say that a child's imagination can run away. It means children can sometimes imagine so much
Or
that
endless imagination, I mean.
yeah, endless imagination. They imagine so much that they get a little afraid and cannot tell the difference between real and make-believe. Brenda suggests that maybe I should go on a date with a clown.
I think it will be a bad date.
What do you think's going to happen? Anybody want to guess what will happen on this date with a clown?
I think you won't talk anything.
I will probably look like this. Well, and maybe if she tries to kiss me, I'll be like, no, right?
Like a monster's try to kiss you.
Yeah, Hassam says it is the shortest way to suicide. Wow, Hassam. Okay. Fawaz says you will love the clowns. Wow. Or all. Let's see. Vivi says I'm gonna say in Spanish and then you translate to English. Vivi. O todos nos vestimos así para ayudarle al profesor. No. No. You are not going to all dress in clown suits to scare me. For those of you who don't know Spanish, Karim, she is suggesting that all of you should wear clown suits to try and help me by scaring me. That's a very fast way not to... Fawaz is like, no way. Oh, Vivi thinks that that's funny. Karim says that would be the end of the world to you. Yes, I would think that the clowns are trying to find me. You're right. But I think it's important. You know, I think this is a very good conversation topic because it makes us explore a little bit of our past. I notice we have one new member. Roger, are you there? Roger Santana, are you there? Roger, can you hear me?
Did you mute?
I see you're there. But... Hello? Okay, I guess. Okay, I guess we'll try to get a hold of him in a little bit. We can't hear you, Roger. Can you try and check your microphone in a little bit, and we'll get back to you. Okay. No. No. Maybe Roger, maybe something's wrong with your... Okay, we'll go ahead and check with you a little bit later. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So, guys, I also... Oh! Karim, I understand you're asking me a question. Would you like to say this question verbally, please?
Yes, please. How old are you?
I'm 26 years old. 26 years. 26 años. Oh, younger than your brother? How old are you, Karim?
I'm 19 and my brother 29.
Ah, brother's 29 years old. So he's a little bit older than I am. Is he afraid of the dark?
I think no. He was the one that makes me afraid of the dark.
Wait, there's a story here. How did your brother make you afraid of the dark?
He says things about monsters that comes if we sleep in the dark, things like that. That's why I became afraid of the dark. But after that I found that there is nothing and I was, oh god, why?
So in my case, that's kind of a bad experience. I think I would be a little bit afraid. If that were me. My sister used to always tell me scary stories to try to make me afraid. And then I used to tell my younger cousins stories to make them afraid too. For example, I used to, you don't judge me, but I'm gonna tell you guys. I used to tell my younger brother, I mean not younger brother, younger cousin, that he used to have a twin brother named Peter, but Peter was a bad boy. So my aunt sold Peter to the children's store, and that if my cousin was a bad boy, he would be sold to the children's store too.
Oh my gosh. You
You
are
are ruining this man to childhood, man.
And so for a long time, he used to be so afraid of the children's store, even though it does not exist.
Oh my god. That's why everyone has a phobia, right?
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I didn't give everybody the phobia. I just gave my cousin a phobia of a
Yeah,
fake
that's
children's store.
why. That's.
You were just doing the elder's job.
You know, I think it's perfectly, but I think it's, well, I mean, he was misbehaving. He was doing bad things, and he needed to be reminded that there was a consequence for bad things. So maybe he would get.
Did you apologize?
I guess at some point, it was so long ago, but I'm sure I've apologized at some point.
liar.
No es mentiroso. I'm not a liar. I just can't remember the exact moment where I said, Stephen, you don't have a brother named Peter. He's not.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Probably BBC.
Yeah. So I did a less than happy thing. So I agree. Maybe I did something bad, but you know what? I think I'm not the only one. Brenda, did you ever try to scare your sisters?
Not like that. It's just that my big sister, she was so mean with me when I was a child. So I tried to fix everything that my older sister did with me, with my younger sister. So I was a good sister.
Oh.
But for example, my older sister, she had a poster of the band Kiss.
Yeah.
And I was so afraid. I was a child. I have about 3 or 4 years, and I was afraid of that poster. So she scared me with that.
You were afraid of the lead singer Gene Simmons when he's doing this?
Oh no. The four of them.
Oh, just all of them. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I understand. We haven't let's see, who have we not heard from recently? We have not heard from, let's see, Fawaz, are you there? Fawaz.
Hello.
Oh, hey buddy. I wanted to ask you, did you ever do something to scare your brother or sister?
Not my brother. I used to scare my friends. I told them once that I have a magic power that I can get their ears out of their heads. I know.
And now you're a medical student. Oh wait, no, you're not a medical student. Oh wait, what? Fawaz, in Yemen, may I ask what is your job or what you're studying?
I'm studying engineering.
Oh, even scarier. Now you're an engineer. Oh, that's perfect. That you, yeah, that's. I told my cousin that he would go to the kids store, but I did not tell him that I could take his brains out. That's a little scary.
Not the brains, the ears.
Oh, the ears. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The ears. You're right. Only the ears. Only the ears, right? Ooh. Looks like Vivi is writing. Vivi's trying to write something in the chat. Oh, Eileen, we almost lost you. Okay. It looks like you're back. Oh.
Oops, that sound.
It's okay. I see we have a Mr. Hernandez. Friedrich? Oh, he's not. He's away from his computer. Okie doke. Leoneth, what about you? We haven't heard from you in a little bit. Have you ever tried to scare your brothers or sisters?
Yes, once I put fake blue blood, I don't know, in my eyes, and I act like if I be a crazy person, like Emily Rose in the movie, and
What?
they cried, and that was so
What?
funny.
What? You know, guys, I just told my cousin he was going to go to a store. You guys are crazy. You, Fawaz, he told his brothers and sisters he could pull their ears off, and Leonel, you came after them like a crazy person with blood coming out of your eyes.
Yes,
Were you screaming?
yes,
Por supuesto, of course, right?
yes.
That's a
My
little.
goodness.
That's a little too. That's a little. I have to admit that's a little. That's a little too much. Okay, we're gonna do two
But it was so funny.
I'm gonna have to make that calm that down. It's funny actually that I'm having trouble with my voice. When I was a little boy, I was so scared of becoming deaf or mute or blind. I was always afraid I was gonna lose one of these three senses, that I would stop being able to speak or hear or see.
I think everyone has this fear.
You think so? You think so, Karim? Do you still are you still afraid of this?
Yeah, kinda. Because these days I'm actually afraid of these things. No one knows what's going to happen. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Vivi actually says, by the way, I said I was going to go 30 minutes ago, but I'm staying in this conversation because it's very interesting. Oh, I'm happy about that. Or is it maybe, Vivi, is it because you cannot go to sleep now because you're afraid of the dark?
No.
Just teasing you, of course.
Yes, of course. I'm waiting for the zombie. Ooh.
Don't do that.
Sorry, it's from the movie. Do you guys know the movie The Grudge?
No.
I didn't watch it. I don't
No.
watch horror movies.
You don't watch horror movies?
I saw about 3 parts of it, I think.
I only watched the first movie of Saw because the next ones I was like, oh, this is too much craziness. I liked the first one. The first one was good. I never expected the ending. The ending was crazy. I freaked out a little bit. I was like,
But I liked the tricks in it. Actually, it was funny. It's kind of funny to see people be tortured.
I'm going to repeat what Karim said. Karim said, I'm going to quote him, I like to see people being tortured. Karim, I'd like you to remind us, what are you studying?
I'm in high school, but not actually high school. It's a commercial high school.
Technical school, right?
Yep. 5 years. I'm in the 5th year.
Mm-hmm. And what are you studying to become? What kind of job do you want?
I didn't specify one yet, so I'm just living to the future.
So are you thinking about going to university afterwards, or nah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm not doing all this to not go to the university, man.
Of course.
I must go to it.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yep.
Yeah. But Karim, I just want everybody to remember, Karim said this phrase, I like to see people being tortured.
No, it's bad people for sure, but
Nice.
people, why I have to see them? The bad people that made other people being tortured and something like that, they deserve it.
You like to see people getting tortured because they deserve it.
No, the bad people,
Okay, Karim, I'm gonna need to go get a. What is the phone number for your country's national police? maybe, maybe we could solve some. Maybe we could solve some missing persons cases in your home country.
Maybe.
Oh my lord, I'm scared. This is worse than the. This is worse than the clown.
Yeah.
But seriously,
No,
go ahead.
it's just like Joker in the Dark Knight. It
Mhm,
was feelings, this little feelings that you were talking about. Was like trying, was trying to do it, but I never did. I never did try to him to one.
Actually, the Joker, believe it or not, even though I don't like clowns, the Joker is my favorite Batman character. Believe it or not.
Yep.
I love him. Me personally, I think it's kind of interesting. Brenda, do you remember you said earlier that I should dress like a clown in order to not be afraid of clowns anymore?
Yeah.
Do you know that's the reason Batman chose to dress like a bat?
Yes.
Because Batman, guys, I don't know if you know this. All right, first thing you should know, I love Bat.
Favorite.
He's my most favorite superhero, right? So I know everything about Batman. Anyway, Brenda, so when he's a little boy, he's afraid of bats. But after his parents die, he decides he's going to try to make every criminal afraid. So what he does is he takes the one thing that he's afraid of, bats, and he becomes this symbol of the night and this symbol of justice and this symbol of intimidation, and he uses the bat as his symbol. So he takes the one thing he's afraid of and he turns it into power. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, so Brenda says I should become Clown Man. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Clown Man.
No,
No.
that is not going to be the music.
What's the music?
It's going to be like.
That's
about-
a funny movie, not a scary one.
How about I could be Matt Man, because Matt is short for Matthew is Matt, so I could be Matt Man. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Matt Man.
No,
No.
I already told you the music that is going to sound when you appear in the scene. That's
Vivi-
great.
Vivi says that I'm Robin. Holy gee willikers, Batman! Wow, what's going on here? That's what Robin always sounds like, right? Hassam says that I need to customize my word with M in the center. Oh, like M on my superhero cape? I think it's possible. Guys, we're just about out of time. I'm going to try to have another class up in an hour, depending on how my voice is. I was looking for a substitute because of that, but you know, I really enjoy teaching, and even if my voice is low and weak, I'm very happy to always be with you. So I want to give a lot of credit. This is a wonderful class today. I'll try to get another class in about an hour if my voice is up for it. Terribly sorry about my voice being gone. Normally it's very loud and very, very, very loud, but just not today. So great work. I'm going to release you now so you can take April's class. April's class in... she has a class coming up right now on expressions, and since April's a fantastic teacher, I know that all of you want to get to her class right now, so I release you so you can get a seat. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.